3, 2, 1. Here we have different 50 cal rounds, from regular ball ammo to a solid brass round, incendiary round, armor piercing incendiary tracer, and black tip. So using our patent pending bullet measuring stick, we're gonna see how deep these bullets are going into the ground. So as you can see here, we have a hole. Will it go halfway, quarter of the way, all the way? Today we find out. So we're gonna start small and work our way up, starting with the 22. As you can see, this bullet doesn't even have a jacket. So I think it's just gonna hit the ground and break apart and not get very deep at all. Let's see how deep the 22 went into this anthill. Holy shit, they're just climbing this thing. About 3 inches. Next we have the Beretta M9, shooting a 9mm. This is a jacketed round weighing 115 grains. I think this one's gonna go a lot deeper than the 22. The 9mm went 15 inches into the ground. Next we have the Springfield 1911. This is shooting a 45 ACP, which is a bigger bullet, moving slower, but it has more energy. Let's see how deep the 45 went. It looks like the 45 got about 19.5 inches. So what, the 9mm did 15? Imagine what the 308 and the 50 cal are gonna do. It's probably gonna go straight to China. Next up, we have the 44 Magnum. The kinetic energy of the 44 is absolutely insane. Look at how much powder is behind that bullet here. This used to be the strongest handgun in the world.
You can smell that one.
That one kicked up a lot more dirt. There's your 22, there's your 9mm, there's your 45, and there's your 44 Magnum. Like, look how big that hole is. About 13.25 inches. So far, it looks like it went less than the 9mm and the 45. If you see the hole here, it's a lot bigger. So you're dumping a lot more energy into the ground on top instead of getting that penetration. So let's move on to bigger calibers and see what happens from there. Next up, we have a monster caliber, 500 Magnum. This is significantly stronger than the 44 Magnum. 3, 2, 1.
Man, you can smell that one, man. They're getting bigger and bigger.
There's the 500 Magnum hole. There's the 44 Magnum hole. Obviously much bigger. How far did the 500 Magnum go? 12 inches and a half of penetration. I mean, I don't know if you saw the size of that 500 Magnum. Let me show you the cartridge real quick. It's about that big. A little bit bigger than the size of my finger, but it made so much bigger of a crater than all these other pistol rounds. Next up, we have rifles. Here is the M4 shooting the 5.56 round, which, as you can see, is a lot longer and very pointy and aerodynamic. So let's see how this does when it comes to penetration. So there's our hole from the 5.56 right here. So it looks like we're going backwards. 6.5 inches of penetration. I think we maxed out at what, 20 inches from the 45? That's actually kind of surprising. Look how big that hole is. We're shooting a 22 caliber into that hole. So I think that it's just standard ballistics. We're just dumping all the energy up front. Next, we have the AK-47 shooting the 7.62 by 39. It's a 30 caliber and it's meant to punch through cinder blocks and trees and wood. So let's see how deep it goes into the ground.
You said you have hope for that one?
Yeah. The hole is so much smaller than the 5.56 hole. That's actually the hole from the AK-47, and it's a wider bullet. It's 30 caliber, so you'd expect it to be wider than that 223 5.56. So this one is about 10.25 inches out of the AK-47. To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed, but I mean, I feel like I'm hitting something solid here. Next up, we have the Scar 17. If you're under 11 years old, you know exactly what this gun is. It shoots a 308 round. This is mostly used as a sniper round. Let's see if we can snipe the ground. That's the 308. That's a massive crater for a 30 caliber. We got about 12 inches, not even, 11.5 out of the 308. I'm honestly really confused. You know, that's science. Next, we're moving up to the 50 cal. Starting with the regular ball round, this is made completely out of lead, then to the solid brass round, then to the incendiary round, then to the armor-piercing incendiary tracer round, then to the armor-piercing black tip. I would say that the solid brass round and the black tip are probably gonna get the most penetration just because they're so solid that they're not gonna break apart when they hit the dirt. We're gonna start off with the regular ball round. This is just a regular 50 BMG round. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Holy, dude, it's a rain. Oh,
The hole is smoking.
it is smoking.
Smells like victory. Let's quickly compare the 50 cal to the other holes, shall we? This is your 50 BMG hole. It's still smoking. It's been like a minute now compared to your other ones. How far did the regular 50 BMG round go? Take your bets. 22 inches out of the 50 BMG. The fact that it went this deep with such a massive hole, I'm actually really excited to see what the other rounds are gonna do. Next up, we have the brass tip coming out of the 50 BMG. This is a lot heavier and a lot more solid than the lead round we just shot. So I think that it's gonna go a lot deeper into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Look at the difference between the holes. There's the hole from the regular 50 BMG round, and there's your hole from the brass round. It's not breaking apart, so it's staying together in one piece, and I think it's gonna get a lot more penetration. Looks like we got a new record here, 23 inches. So only 1 inch more than the ball. Not bad. I don't know if that bullet curved anywhere, but that's definitely the end right there. So let's move it up. Next up, we're doing the incendiary round out of the 50 cal. Let's see how deep this one goes.
What do you think it's gonna do?
I think it's gonna blow up the earth. 3, 2, 1.
What?
Look how big that crater is. You have an outside crater here where the explosion happened, and you have an inner crater. That's just so much bigger than the other ones. See how deep it went. Ugh. 25.5 inches out of the incendiary round. The amount of energy in there is just unbelievable. 2 feet of penetration and all that hole.
I'm having to get like further and further back because the dirt is like flinging at me.
All right, next up we have the armor-piercing incendiary tracer round. This one is similar to the last round we shot, but it has a tracer and it has an armor core in it. In theory, it should go deeper than the last one, but only one way to find out. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's just cooking the ground. What's a really popular Asian name?
Lee.
Lee! Can you hear me? We got another massive hole right here compared to the incendiary round. Do we have a new champion? Yes, we do. At 27 inches, the armor-piercing incendiary tracer is on top, ladies and gentlemen. It is the new champion. That is really impressive. Again, just look at the size of these holes. I mean, like my arm can go in there. That's pretty crazy. The 8-pit round's a little bit smaller. It's also pretty big. I can fit my fist in there. Last but not least, we have the armor-piercing black tip. This, in theory, should be the best when it comes to penetration and therefore get the deepest into the ground. So let us know in the comments what you think the armor-piercing black tip's gonna do, but I think it's gonna be the whole winner of bullet hole.
Just want to highlight, look how much.
Yeah, I mean, there's just dirt everywhere.
It's got its own grass.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Where is it?
It's so small. It's right there. Compare that to these last two 50 cal rounds. There's our first 50 cal round. There's the second one. That's the incendiary. There's the armor piercing incendiary. And there's the black tip, which as you can see is way smaller. That's why I think that this one is gonna penetrate a lot more than the others.
You feel the bullet?
Yeah, I feel it. Unless that's a rock. We got 23 inches. Okay, something's going on here. Based on our calculations, I'm gonna remeasure this one, see what happened. What is going on here? Anybody with a science major know what's going on? My best guess is that this bullet is curving. Just cut it there.